Hello everyone, welcome to a new video for Dogecoin price prediction based on Elliott wave analysis. Starting on the daily chart, we are looking at an impulse toward the upside 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing a wave A or a wave 1. After both case scenario, you would like to see, of course, a corrective wave. In this case, we're looking at a W zigzag, of course, X with zigzag as well, and a final zigzag for your wave Y. Finishing a wave B or a wave 2 in this case scenario, where we are looking of course for an A, B and a C, or 1, 2, 3, 4 and a 5. Where we look after this correction, we have of course here kind of like an impulse, but somehow giving us the impression that it can be also 3 corrective waves. Meaning this can be an impulse correction and also another impulse, which is kind of like a contracting diagonal. And in that case scenario, if we are having a kind of like contracting diagonal here, because it is a 3 corrective waves, it might turn, of course, this into a 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5, finishing, of course, a wave C in an ending diagonal. Unless this contracting diagonal transform kind of, in case this is an impulse, transform to a 1, 2, and 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 for higher prices. However, a little bit higher possibility still, of course, right now for a contracting diagonal, I prefer because of the wave 4, very shallow in time based on your wave 2. So I'm gonna zoom in, of course, in this area right now where we are looking, of course, at this great impulse towards the upside with triple 1, 2s. And of course, we have one more 1, 2 for your wave 3, 4, and a 5. Of course, here finishing this wave 3 and then 4, 5 for your wave 3 in the yellow scenario. And in this case, we have dived deeper for our wave 4, which it might not be finished yet probably, as we are looking for some red candles here. So we're gonna estimate what is going on in this area. So far we are looking at a 3 wave down here, or even possible an impulse, because here is a very shallow wave 4. You can count, of course, we have probably an A, and then probably here, of course, very obvious that this is not an impulse, your wave 4 interfering with your wave 1, and also it cannot be a contracting diagonal, therefore this is corrective. Meaning A, B, and a C toward the downside. Still looking for this fib level that we already, it looks like we already predict that before since here. So here we go. Yeah, we're moving toward the downside at 1-to-1 fib level, 0.21 cent. And in this case, of course, let's move to the 4-hour chart to dive a little bit deeper inside this wave. Inside this wave, of course, we are looking here to these accounts where we, of course, looking what did we have before. We have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is invalidation because, of course, the wave 4 has took the low. It looks like since that time we were here, it was our last prediction. And in case we were predicting probable an impulse, it is not happening. So our prediction for the ABC was, of course, playing here. And because, of course, once we took this low invalidation, meaning correction, moving toward the downside. So now this wave, well, it looks very choppy wave C toward the downside. However, let's take a closer look. Here we go. So 1, 2, and then 3. Oh, very also choppy, I would say. Then it's turning into WXY here. Yes, this wave is turning into WXY, meaning, of course, a zigzag down, and probably another WXY for your X again, and also probably another zigzag here. So basically, this can be an impulse kind of like here. If this is your wave 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. This is your first impulse, and then of course having a wave 2 probably, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Very possible. Yeah, I mean, definitely we're moving down. In case we are in a zigzag, A, B, and a C, meaning again 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. So both case scenario is recommending a wave 5 to be finished, of course, and to take the low exactly here. So if we take here the fib level, let's take this fib level at 1-to-1 here. Let's take a zigzag. Let's take it as a zigzag. Yeah, so 0.24, like in the daily almost, around this area. So yeah, this is our target, guys. This is our target. We gonna, yeah, even have the time here. That would be helpful as well. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we are in the orange. So let's say, yeah, but this wave 2 is very shallow here. So if we take this as a wave 2 probably, and here, yeah, you have to already finished this move toward the downside. So yeah, very, very long correction for Dogecoin. I don't really like it. So we have to be careful from it, guys, in case, of course, we reach, yeah, we reach the invalidation point. We are in the orange scenario. Your invalidation point is even very, very far. Yeah, very risky for Dogecoin a little bit. Invalidation of a bullish. So yeah, imagine that we have to, yeah, if we arrange the whole time here, we are still bullish, but yeah, it might take so much time. However, let's take it like this. If we move lower than the 1-to-1 fib level, I would say here, let's call it yeah, 50% bearish. Okay, let's start like this, 50% bearish. If we don't, meaning if we get to here, guys, if we don't see any signal of 5 waves up, 3 waves down, continuation, all right, bullish. If you don't get this in this area, exactly on this area, and we move lower, yeah, I don't suggest, of course, to keep in the bullish scenario, and I prefer, yeah, that we move for higher. As you can see, we had already a bullish scenario invalidation. This was for this one, was given, of course, here. If you remember 1, 2, 3, and I said, of course, if we come to here, meaning invalidation, and it happened. This is exactly what happened. So one more leg towards the 0.24 cent. That was it for Dogecoin. Lower than this, of course, is a bearish scenario unfolding. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your likes and comments, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.